Me and Derek settled our differences, you know, in Germany. You know, he said he was going to come down and give me 2 slaps and break my jaw. He got in my face and ended up on the floor. So as far as I was concerned, that was sorted out then. But slowly but surely, people keep coming up to me in the street. When you're going to fight Derek? When you're going to fight? I'm like, I've already fought him. Why do you want me to fight him again? Oh, you got to do it in a ring. Do it officially this time. I was like, okay. I was like, I'm not interested. I want to fight Vladimir Vitali. That's the only fight I want. But people just kept coming up to me. People who weren't boxing fans, regular people on the street saying, all right, Derek, he's an idiot. You've got to knock him out. You have to do it. So I thought, okay then, why not? And then obviously Frank Warren made contact and put it to us that we could have a big showdown in England in a football stadium. I thought, okay then. In my mind, I was always anticipating fighting Vitali Klitschko in the summer. So in my mind, I was gearing up to a fight in the summer anyway. That doesn't look like it's happening for a while. So in my mind, why not? You know, it's a fight against someone who doesn't do anything, in my opinion, that I haven't seen before. He's not 7'2". He's not a southpaw. You know, he's not coming off an amazing winning streak. It seems like it's a no-brainer, and I don't think there's too many people that, if they were in my position, wouldn't go through with this fight. And I'm looking forward to it because the guy said so many different things about me, that he's going to do this, he's going to do that, and obviously he didn't learn his lesson in Germany. So I've got to do it officially in front of everybody, without cameras around, no tripods, no bottles. We can do it the old-fashioned way in a ring, you know, and I can expose him officially, and it can be on my record for doing that as well, not on my police record.
No. Tim Haye, BBC Sport. David, I'd like to ask you what you think of Derek, and Derek, I'd like to ask you what you think of David.
I probably think the same as what everybody else thinks of Derek. He's an...
I don't like him.
There you go. Yeah, exactly.
Simple words. I don't like him.
He took the words out of my mouth. That's exactly what everybody thinks.
Before David, you need to get style. Ken Rose will play that when Ja Rule had a hate record on Kiss FM. So cut the Ken Rose out. And you know what? Talk is cheap now anyway. You know, that was a lucky shot. You know, I'll give that one to you. Right now you're winning 1-0. You know, but come in a couple of weeks' time, I'm going to whoop your ass. And you know that already.
Yeah, you talk a lot, you talk a hell of a lot, you know. The best thing that's ever come out of your mouth is my fist.
You know, the problem with me, David, is...
the bottle.
You know the problem with me, David, is I talk. I know how to fight. I don't blame you on anything.
We're the winners.
You know what? Hold on.
It's the winning streak.
It don't matter, David. You know what?
It does in boxing.
It don't matter. I'm happy you signed the contract. Now we just have to train and let's fight each other. That's it. You know, talk is cheap now.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I don't like you already.
John Dillon, Daily Express. David, your last 2 fights had massive build-ups and then were viewed largely by the public as disappointments. So why should it be any different this time?
I think there's one big reason. My last 2 opponents were very defensive fighters, and I normally look better against, you know, pressure fighters, people who come forward, people who give me something to punch at, and that's exactly what this guy does. You know, if I could build a perfect opponent for myself, someone who makes me look $1 million, it'd be someone around 6'1", 6'2", someone a little plodder, you know, someone who doesn't punch that hard, he can tag but he can't punch that, not a one-punch knockout specialist, someone who doesn't do anything spectacular in any department, but is just good and durable and can take a punch. And that's exactly him. He is my ideal opponent. And I don't have to do anything technically for this fight. I don't have to work on anything in particular. I just got to be in shape. And I'm always in shape anyway. So when I'm saying this is going to be an exhibition, I'm going to break this guy down. I'm so glad that he's got a good chin, because if he didn't, he'd get blasted out in the first round. But because he's got a decent chin, he can take a whack. He's going to get a nice, slow, concussive beating. And I think the fans...
I think you heard it all before, you know, David gives you all the big talk, you know, get in the ring, you don't deliver. It's all big talk anyway, so, you know what, David, you keep talking. The more you keep talking, the more you get me upset. And the more I get upset, the more I jump over this thing right now.
and get knocked out again, eh? Yeah. We played that game before and you lost. Don't you remember?
Yeah,
you lost. You was on the floor.
Listen.
You were unconscious for about 4 or 5 seconds.
Can I tell you a story?
You dropped to the floor. You get up stacking around. He glassed me. What was that?
You know, I saw David Haye a couple of weeks ago in London, and guess what he picked up? He picked up a knife. You know, and I told him put a knife.
I was eating a steak.
Yeah, you were eating a steak, yeah?
Yes, I was eating a steak. Didn't
there
you
was
see that?
nothing on the table. Was there anything on the table? Exactly. Because he knows what kind of man I am.
What was it, a knife that was carrying on me, was it?
I'm about, man. If you want to have it, we can have it now.
No, you're not really.
We've done this game already. You can't do it on the street. So let's do it in a boxing ring. When there's some rules, you can put some gloves on. You can rub up some Vaseline on your face. You can take a real beating. So I didn't get to finish you off like I wanted to, because all your people jumped all over me, who happened to get for a slap as well. So
good luck. Talk rubbish because the man is not here, but you know, you keep talking. It's fine.
Oh yeah, he wants to fight me as well. I heard your coach, your delusional coach, he wants to fight me as well. This is the guy who's guiding you. A guy who wants to fight me.
The talk is done. It's fine. I'm not going to say anything.
Your coach is saying he wants to fight me. You did think I want to fight David Haye? I'm going to kick his ass.
Let's have some more questions.
Simon Vigo from Channel 5.
That's his team.
Frank, you're obviously confident you're going to fill this place, so how much is this fight worth to the winner?
A lot of money. I think it's not just about money. It's a bit more about this being the fight happening under controlled regulations, under the rules of boxing in the ring, and the best man will win on the night. And I think I'm sitting next to the best man who's going to win on the night. You know, the unfortunate, terrible things that happen in Germany overshadows Derek's performance against Vitaly Klitschko. He had a fabulous fight. He was very you know, if he had a bit more experience, he may have even made an upset on the night. Gave Klitschko his hardest fight since he fought Lennox Lewis, and in my opinion, I think he's going to really, really give David a lot of problems and a lot to think about. You know, styles make fights, and as David said, you know, he said something absolutely true there. He's got somebody who's going to come forward. That's what Derek does. He does not take his foot off the gas. Go and ask Helenius that. You know, that terrible decision in Finland that he got for the European title against a guy who's now ranked #1 in the world. He won that fight. You know, that was unfortunate. But the bottom line is, he will come to fight, and we're going to find out on the night, on the 14th of July, here at West Ham, who is the best heavyweight in Britain.
Frank, Tim Franks from BBC News. You've marshalled all your arguments and you say this is the biggest British fight of the century. But given that you also say that they were disgraceful scenes in Munich, given that, as far as I'm aware, this is the first time that a foreign licensed bout has happened in this country, does not a part of you think that actually this owes a bit more to theatre and a bit less to sport?
Well, it's certainly not theatre, it's a fight. And as regarding, you know, I think anybody who knows boxing, if you look at the various websites and media sites, all they're talking about is this fight. You know, we can all sit here and decide what we're doing, whether we feel right about what we're doing or not. You know, the BBC, they showed the Formula One from Bahrain, 50 people dead, somebody died on the day of the show. They're going to be in Ukraine covering the Euros. You know, that sits well with them. This fight sits well with me. I've not got a problem.
Frank, Adam, clearly there's a lot of animosity between the two men. How do you propose to prevent what happened in Munich happening?